This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, we are getting you ready for your Wednesday here at 6:53 in the morning sprint. Mark Peterson has rain in the fall forecast. Robin Nance is following some breaking news out of Boise this morning. But first to Olivia Roberts with a live look from our nation's capital.
Well, the first of 3 days of public mourning for Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg is underway. The first is starting today. Now, you will see we're going to take you to Washington, D.C. This is a live look inside the Supreme Court. More than 100 of her former clerks just carried Ginsburg's casket up the front stairs of the Supreme Court. Right now, they're inside the court's Great Hall, where Ginsburg presided for almost 30 years. We've been watching the ceremony for about 20 minutes now. A large group of mourners is also standing outside, preparing for one last goodbye this morning. After this ceremony, the casket will be moved under the portico at the top of the building's front steps. She'll then be placed in the U.S. Capitol on Friday, where she'll become the first woman to lie in state.
Good morning, everybody. In our first alert weather and our 4 things to know today. Know that, it's going to be a mild day today with mid-70s, but light rain expected tonight overnight and winds expected as well. So get ready for that. And these rain showers are going to take us all the way through Saturday. That 24-hour forecast shows all of this rain arriving late this afternoon. We'll get some scattered showers out of it, more north and to the south. And then overnight, that's when we get that sustained light rain.
Now to some breaking news. A fire burning near Boise turned deadly when a pilot helping to fight the flames crashed. The Bureau of Land Management, Fire and Aviation posted the news on its Facebook page saying the pilot of a single-engine air tanker died while working on the Shill fire near Emmett. Emmett is just northwest of Boise. The fire's burning about 25 acres. No evacuations are in place at this time. Spokane police say the leaders behind the church at Planned Parenthood may have violated a judge's order by getting too close to the clinic on Indiana Avenue. An injunction filed Monday said church members are disrupting the Planned Parenthood clinic and intimidating patients. The Spokane Police Department is also responding, saying officers don't have the authority to enforce the judge's orders. However, officers can file a report, and they did when church members crossed the street. A potential government shutdown avoided as the House of Representatives passed a temporary spending bill. The measure would fund the government through December 11th if approved by the Senate and signed by President Trump. It took a lot of debate and compromise, but in the end, the bill received an overwhelming bipartisan majority vote.
If feeding your family has been overwhelming during the pandemic, or you see feeding your kids at home is going to be a little overwhelming this fall, Pantry Fuel has you covered. They have some items on their fall menu that you can order for your family to be delivered 5 days a week. They even have some treats for you as well. Just go on our website, kxly.com, for a link to their website. You can browse all the meals they have, order by midnight, and get your meals on Monday.
Well, more than 200,000 American lives have now been lost to the coronavirus. So how does that stack up against the rest of the world? The U.S. makes up about 4% of the global population, but accounts for 20% of COVID-19 deaths. The American Medical Association joined the American Hospital Association and the American Nurses Association in a statement to say COVID-19 is affecting Americans at a rate that represents a nearly worst-case scenario. The chances of a safe COVID-19 vaccine becoming available by Election Day just fell. The Washington Post reports the FDA is announcing new rules for drug makers, making it so volunteers who test these vaccines would now need to be monitored for 2 months after their second dose. The health authorities are saying that even when the first vaccines are ready, only adults will be able to receive them at first. Well, Joe Biden gave an endorsement of his own yesterday, saying he backs Jay Inslee for another term as Washington's governor. Biden praised Inslee for his handling of the COVID pandemic, along with expanding health care and passing the Paid Family Leave Act. And coming up next on Good Morning America, Cindy McCain, the widow of late Senator John McCain, will be talking to GMA this morning about her endorsement of Democratic candidate Joe Biden. In a statement last night, McCain said her husband, Republican, always put the country first, and that Biden is the only candidate who stands up for our values as a nation. The Democratic presidential nominee alluded to the endorsement at a virtual fundraiser earlier in the day and said McCain decided to support him after President Trump reportedly called fallen service members losers and suckers. Trump has denied making that comment.
I want to feel like my president cares about me and cares about this country.